We're gonna hit record. All right, guys, top of the day. Happy Tuesday, April 15th, coming to you full of excitement. Happy to be here, you guys. We have quite a few things to talk about, a couple things that are happening in the market that are definitely impacting us in a very positive way, especially the buyers that are in the market right now. But before we get rolling, Gabriella, how did we officially meet you and how did you land at our meeting? Let's go to you really quick for a quick introduction.
All right. Hi. Let me make sure I have the name right first off. So pretty much I just got my license like 2 weeks ago. And I
Congratulations.
thanks. I joined EXP. And then my mentor, David, referred me over to Kenny because I live in Vallejo and then he said he has a really strong team. He's local. And since I do need that like kind of like guidance since I'm new and yeah,
Totally.
so that's why I'm here.
Well, wonderful. I look forward to talking with you, offline, but welcome to our team call. We do this every Tuesday. We are Team Fast, also locally known as Fast Real Estate Broker by EXP. So happy for you. Congratulations. We know that emotional roller coaster that you're on during studying. So you've made it here. Now the real work starts and we teach you how to actually sell real estate. So thanks for being here. Thanks for being on and welcome. So let's go over to Karina. Karina, let's get a quick teaching moment from Karina. And Gabrielle, this is Karina. She's one of our senior leaders, and she's also known as the Oracle. Let's roll.
Hello. All right, I got two quick things for you guys. Just a reminder about I don't know if you've seen all the clear cooperation stuff kind of floating through the news feeds, the timelines, whatever. Basically, all of the immediate MLSs that I know about were already in compliance with that. So you can still use the coming soon status. You can still share as an active listing and not share it on the broader internet, like syndicating to other sites. That's all within compliance. So still, share that information, with everybody. Put your listings on the MLS as either coming soon or active. It's still, in my opinion, best to get the most exposure for the homes unless of very rare circumstances. So share those listings, get that exposure, share with the team. If you want to just share as an off market, keep it to your own brokerage. That's still allowed to share. So that's one. And then the second is just sort of a housekeeping reminder about Slack. Please use the correct channels, subscribe to those channels. You can hide channels if you don't want to see what's going on in those. But just try to keep it neat and tidy so we don't just see random responses to things that aren't threaded as a response. Think of it sort of like Facebook. You wouldn't just shout into the ether on Facebook if you're trying to respond to Elias's message. You would respond to Elias's message. So let me know if you have questions on that. Happy to walk you through it. If Kenny does, move or I move your comment under somebody else's thread, that's what happened. It's not personal. We're just trying to keep the clutter down. Thank you.
Good. Awesome. And Kenny, while we're on this, can we talk a little bit about what happened last week with Zillow and EXP? This was a very, very big move. It is very vocal what's happening in our industry. Do you want to spend a minute talking about that and the impact that it has for us in a positive way as EXP?
Yeah, so I mean, the industry is kind of going on two sides. There are certain brokerages, notably Compass, that's doing private exclusive networks, or they're having private listings just inside the brokerage, outside the coming soon status. And then companies like Howard, Hanna, and Douglas Elliman, Corcoran Group, and Howard Hanna is following suit. So if that becomes the norm, which could be, depending on who you talk to, which could be terrible for consumers. Example is in France, consumers need to go to 8 different sites to look at 70% of the listings. So it's like going on Hulu and Disney and Max and Prime and Apple just to look for something to watch. But real estate is not TV. Like we want just all in one place. And then the other side, which is realtors and brokerages complying and wanting to be on the side of clear cooperation, where all listings should be visible to all agents. And not just behind a paywall where you have to work with certain agents to get certain listings. Certain companies are taking a stance, and EXP was a very first company to take a stance on it. The CIO, Chief Industry Officer, actually had the top, whoever could make it, top industry leaders. Zillow's top guy had Zillow team leaders on the call last week at 11 o'clock 12 o'clock before the announcement was made. So we got a heads up on that, where EXP is the first company to take a stance to be on this side of that war. Next Home has took a stance too. And then within a couple of days later, Redfin also says if your listings are not on, if you're going to be private network them, they would never ever be on the site in the future. So if you're if you're the brokerage where they are with the private networks, you have to explain to sellers that why your listings will never be on Zillow or Redfin in the future. And then the opposite side of that, with the side of Compass and the private brokerages, is Homes.com, because Homes.com has is just 100% anti-Zillow, so you're trying to take over the market share. So a lot of this uncertainty and kind of confusion is like what benefits consumer, what benefits companies, and most companies are really looking out for themselves, including Zillow and Compass and Redfin. So it's craziness going on right now. I'm not sure, it's very early, but this was the biggest thing that has happened in the real estate industry since the buy broker agreements were signed. So this has been the conversation from day one after that was finalized. So
Yeah, and I think
confusing. I try to simplify it as much as I can.
No, and you guys, there's tons of articles on this. I would highly recommend that you spend some time. But I think that the biggest advantage is for you at the listing table, especially when you're going up against, another company that is going to put it on their private network. Well, that means that it's never going to be open up to the masses. We have a huge advantage, and I love that EXP has taken a stance on this. So more information to come on that. But if you guys have heard that news, want to know information about that, we're going to do our best to get in front of it, feed you as much as we can. Go ahead.
My suggestion is to fully understand this like in depth, so then when you compete against brokerages and other agents from other companies, you know how to win, and you also know how to set them up for failure. Like there's a great article I'll drop in our market updates channel today. Imagine I went to the appointment, it's like, hey, if you're working on any of these other brokerages, there's a chance your listing might never go on Zillow. You've heard of Zillow, right? Redfin, okay, yeah. Just making sure. And then it's even better if you were the first agent at that appointment, because next when they come in and they do their pitch and they say why the benefits are, and then they explain this other agent told me this. Now it's in their court to explain why they think it's better. A lot of times the confusion right now is that agents are very quiet at certain brokerages. Like they have fiduciary to their clients. They agree with what I'm saying, but then their company might tell them otherwise. So if you can create that confusion at their listing appointment, there's a higher chance you'll win that appointment. So all this, like knowing more, will help you win more.
Right, that's right. We'll talk about more of this on Friday as well. We have another training here at the office, but let's get right into the slides for the week. Got a lot of people to congratulate and to edify. So let me pull up my slides right here. All right, cool. We're ready to go. Make sure this is all set. 1, 2, 3. All right, cool. So Dan, I got your text message. Be on the lookout for that. I'll respond afterwards. All right, you guys. So community contributions. Gabrielle, at this point, we always turn it over to the team to share any events that they're hosting, any events that they want to plug and give information on, or something that's upcoming. So does anybody have something that they want to share with the team and get us all on the same page about what's going on? Antu, you had a good weekend with the Easter Bunny. Looking forward to getting my costume back. Anybody have something else that they want to share? Going once, going twice. All right, cool. Let's move on. All right, guys, let's get right into production. You guys, once again, had a very, very busy week. I don't know why this is not moving. Hold on. I'm frozen. I don't know what's going on. My slides are not moving forward. All right, so as that comes back on, let me fix this. For some reason, it was just kind of stalling on me. All right, here we go. Now we're back in. All right, guys, let's go to new escrows. First up is Aaron Crisp got in contract in Pacheco for $255,000. Christine Holt got into contract in Pinole for $255,000. And then Melody Cleone got into contract for $315,000. There we go. Now it's back up. Aaron Crisp, are you on the line today? Let me see if Aaron is here. All right, cool. He is not. We're going to continue cruising on to the next category. All right, so next up is Anna Pacheco out in Stockton, got into contract for $339. Andrea Lamadora, aka Mama San, got into contract in Oakland for $446. And then Blessing got into contract twice out in Antioch, $460 and $480. So Blessing, you are here. You're having an amazing week, but it's not just this week. This has been a culmination of all the things that you've been doing for many months now. So Blessing, talk to us about these deals, talk to us about the strategy and what's working for you right now and how you created this much momentum. Let's roll.
So the both of these are first time buyers. So the big thing has been like truly educating them on what it takes to win in each market. And both of the homes are in Antioch. So lots of competition that's happening under the 550 price, under the 550K. So being strategic about concessions, having those conversations, and flat out asking the listing agent, whether they tell me or not, here's what my client needs. What do I need to write at where your client will consider it? And just being quiet. That's how I've been able to find out like what's going on with the seller, how to set my clients up for success, and being very, very aware of their payment comfortability. One of my clients is so dollar sensitive that we needed an extra $5,000. We went up to the 480 to get them into contract, but we needed an extra $5,000 to get them down. So being able to negotiate that does mean that we have very little room when it comes to inspections, but making them aware of that ahead of time and giving them the room to sit with, okay, what does this mean? Are we willing to walk away from this? There are also California Dream for All clients that worked with another agent who was absolutely terrible. So it was a good reminder for me to slow down. And as much as I want the deal, there's a person on the other side that just needs information. And if we can slow down to give it to them, we've won them for life. So they literally were like, you are truly a blessing. We're all of the puns, but education and slowing down is how both of these clients got into contract.
Love it. I love it. Well, congratulations to you. Congratulations to them. And well said as always. So we'll continue cruising on. Next up is Gustavo. Gustavo got in his first contract out in Patterson for 522. Kelly and Cortez both got in contract. Kelly at 575 and Cortez at 592. So congratulations to everybody that made it on the board in this category. Continuing on, Sierra Amato got in a contract for 615 on a flex lead in Richmond. Jose got into contract in Daly City for 625. So congratulations. I don't see them on the line, but huge congratulations to you too. Sunny and Bandana got into contract for 629, and Jeff Phillips out in Oakley got into contract on a flex lead for $700,000. So congratulations to you three. All right, guys, let's continue cruising on. So Liz Serta got in contract for 725. She's here. I'm going to pass the mic over to her in just a moment. And once again, Blessing with another deal for 756. I think, Blessing, this is your largest production week that you've ever had since you joined us, 3 in 1 week. So congratulations to you once again. Liz Serta, I'm going to turn the mic over to you. Talk to us about this deal. Talk to us about the strategy. What worked? What did you experience? And let's hear from you on your beautiful nature walk this morning.
Thank you. Yes, I think it's a lot like Blessing. I started helping this couple since last year, and patience is what won because they wanted it, or especially the wife wanted a very particular home in certain areas, and they were going between Brentwood and Oakley and Antioch, and then they kind of paused because she just couldn't find the actual perfect house that checked off all the boxes. And I never really pressured them. And it was just all just about education and giving them their space. And then I obviously keeping them on the drip, right? Keeping them, nurturing them, keep nurturing them at night. And once in a while, I would just, give them a call, reach out, see how they were doing. I would not even mention real estate. And then she actually called me about a house that she liked, and we went to see it. That wasn't the right one. But then we kept looking at other homes. And then finally, after we did try a couple of homes, and this was in Oakley, the competition has increased. So before this one, there were 7 offers on a house in Oakley, and we even removed all contingencies, but we were VA, and the agent said the sellers just wanted to go with a conventional 20% down buyer. And it was okay because then we found the one in Antioch without that high interest rate in Oakley. So it worked out a lot better. It even has owned solar, huge yard, big house, so you can start their family in. So I'm super happy for them. And it's my first VA transaction. So I'm so proud that I'm able to help a veteran out.
I love this. I love this. Well, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Love the story behind this. Great job to both of you. And we're going to cruise on to the next category. Peter and Dewey got in a contract for $800,000, and Martinez and Brandy got in contract in Oakley. Wow, it seems like Oakley is a trend on today's meeting. So I think I saw Dewey here. I don't see him anymore. Dewey, are you on? We'll pass the mic over to Brandy. Brandy, oh, go ahead.
Martinez, we've been working with them for about I want to say maybe a year now. But it's SOI.
Is Peter coaching you right next to you? Oh, there he is. Okay, cool.
Hey, you know, the king over there is actually coaching us. You know, his tactic is sign here, ratified. So I learned from Kuhn to be number one. But these clients we've been working with for I think about a year now. I knew him from middle school, and so we lost out on 2 offers along the way. And then the second one we lost, LA was like, hey, I know you lost this, but I have another one coming in the neighborhood. And I was like, and I chased her down for a whole month until she got us in early. The tenants aren't even out yet. The tenants are still packing their stuff. As soon as we saw it, client wanted to put an offer out the next day, but LA flew to Mexico and didn't have reception. And so 4 or 5 days later, we ratified it. And although we can close in 14 days, we extended it to 30 just to protect the clients from, tenant situations and whatnot.
Beautiful. Well done. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to Peter, and tell Kuhn not to go too far. I'm going to pass the mic over to Brandy. Brandy, you guys are full of laughter and smiles. I don't know what's going on over there. Dare I even ask? But Brandy, go ahead and take the mic and talk to us about this deal. This is a milestone deal for you. Nonetheless, let's hear from you.
So this is somebody from my sphere. She's actually, she was my first friend when I was little. So moved away a couple years into elementary school, and we got back reconnected when like Facebook was a thing, or I mean, it's still a thing, but like when it first came out. But yeah, there was still distance in between us and stuff like that. And this one's really special because she shares a same journey as me. Her and her family went through the same thing a year after I did. So it's really special because after I've been posting my reels, she messaged me and was like, I'm pre-approved and you're somebody that I just want to work with because you deserve it more than anybody. So it's really special. And then to know like she saw my reel and I'm like, oh, okay. But it's nice because it's her and her new boyfriend, and they're combining families and buying their first home together. So.
Wow. Well, congratulations. Definitely well-deserved on both ends. And so great job, Brandy. Love that. Congratulations, Peter. Congratulations, Dewey, and congratulations to you, Brandy. All right, let's continue cruising on. Kuhn, big dog of the hour. Look at this, you guys. 1 week, 2.9 million in contract in Oakland and a 1.6 in Dublin. Let's turn the mic over to you, big dog. What do you got for us, man? Tell us a little bit about these deals.
What up, big dog? So first of all, you just sign here, and you ratify. Nah, I'm just playing. Dublin, I met them open house, like beginning of this year, kept showing them properties, became good friends. They're awesome people. Yeah, got them in 85,000 below list price in Dublin. So that was pretty amazing. And then the 2.98, I don't know why y'all put that up there again. We close like what, this tomorrow or something.
Yeah, we're not sure how it got up on there, but we'll make sure to edit that. But nonetheless, congratulations to you, my man, and still leading the charge and #1 in the company year to date. Awesome. Well, congratulations. Let's continue cruising on. We will go next. All right. So Melody and Jessica got into contract with their seller on a flex lead out in Oakland. And then Brianna got into contract on her listing in Stockton. So since you guys are full of laughter, full of excitement, our resident public speaker, Brianna Tejeda, AKA Chicken Mom, I'm going to turn the mic over to you. Talk to us about that Stockton market.
Oh, it came off mute. It went quick. So we listed at 300. This client actually, or the buyer came in and they originally offered 305 with a $10,000 credit. And my clients said no. They wanted to go into another weekend of open houses. and I was nervous because they just turned down an offer. And me and the agent communicated, and she ended up coming in at 320, which is more than my clients had originally wanted. So EMD is in and we are in contract, and I'm super excited. These are family friends, and they actually had an very experienced agent in their family that they could have used, and instead they chose me. And I have not disappointed because we've had a little blips. I will be warranting a stove for them because they are out of state, and I don't know. It's fun. It's good. Stockton's hot, and we're having a good time
Congratulations.
over here.
Congratulations. How many offers did you have on the property? I'm sorry if I missed that.
That was actually the first one. We are accepting backups, and I've gotten some interest, but nothing else yet. So it was the only one, and it ended up being great.
That's right. That's right. Well done. Congratulations to you. You guys can get back to having all the fun that you're having prior to me putting you on the spot. Now we're going to continue.
Everyone should come hang out in Stockton because we are the good time. I'm just saying.
Okay, you said it. You said it. Absolutely. Damian got in a contract for $369 on his listing, and Liz Serta got in a contract once again on her listing in Oakland. So congratulations again, Liz. Great seeing your name on the board twice. Josh Rosenberg, he has been showing up. He got his first official deal with us as a fast agent. Not his first deal as a realtor, but his first official with us. So congratulations, Josh. We see you. Jay got in a contract out in Daly City for $588,000. And once again, Dewey and Peter got into contract on their listing in San Leandro. Gentlemen, who wants to represent? Talk about this listing. What'd you guys experience? How many offers? Talk to us about the competition level there. Let's hear from you.
This is a listing we have in San Leandro. Seller's goal was a lot higher than this, but I've had this seller before, and we went to battle, and not in a good way, not in a professional way. And so I made sure that Peter kept his professional side and talked the seller through everything. And, thank God Peter did, because we were able to list at 825. And even with that, we only had like 2 to 3, maybe 3 to 4 open house attendees each day. And there was one day where it was like 5 neighbors, and that was it. Yeah, after we set an offer deadline knowing that we had almost little to no interest. And thank God we took Peter's advice on that, because procured an offer, and it was like 2 days of back and forth until we ratified. But we're in contract, we're working through their contingencies and trying to wrap this up.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, congratulations once again to both of you. You guys had a really busy week, so let me share with you overall company stats. Here's what you guys were able to do from last week: 27 new escrows, a little shy of 18 million. And when you think about those types of numbers, you guys, we continue to smoke the market. And I'm gonna share something with you in just a moment here. Let me pull this up. I wanna share with you guys this right here. What you'll see on the board here is what we have for pending units right now. The goal is to hit 100 pending units. That's our goal. That's our target. But you guys, this is the highest amount of pending units that we've had in months. So congratulations to you guys, everybody that's contributing to the success, and everyone that's working their ass off behind the scenes to get into contracts. So congratulations, job well done. I'm going to go back to the slides here for things that are on the horizon. Now, let me go here. Happy anniversary to all these lovely, lovely faces. And we know this. You all have other options. You guys can go anywhere in this business. You're all talented. You have an amazing voice. You have amazing opportunities, but you guys choose to stay with us, and we always honor that. And so the fact that you choose to be business partners with us, we'll never take lightly. So thank you for choosing us to be aligned with us in business. And we're so excited that we're on this journey with you guys. So happy anniversary to each of you. Look at Brandy, and I can't split you two up. No matter what I do, I can't split you guys up. You guys are an accountability group and intensity. You're on the screen together. I was laughing in the kitchen yesterday together. But anyways, congratulations to everybody. Happy anniversary. All right, guys, fast training today. be at the office. We have training from 12 to 2 o'clock. This is ChatGPT. This is AI training. This is leveraging, getting back some of your time. And Stockton, I will be doing this training in the office there as well. So don't feel that you're missing this. I'm going to come to you guys and do this as well. So this week here, we have our ChatGPT and AI training today going down. Listing Mastery is happening on Friday. And then on the 25th, we have an Agent Attraction Mastery. Hold your hand if you guys would, raise your hand if you'd like to make extra money in this business. Just raise your hand if you'd like to make some extra money. Exactly. So this is an opportunity for us to go all in. And then we're doing a social media workshop in Stockton on Wednesday, the 30th. So we're excited to be able to bring all these trainings to you, but these trainings don't mean anything if you guys don't show up and do the work. So I want to encourage you. If you're around and you can make it today, come to the office. I'm going to give you back some of your time, and I'm going to show you how to leverage AI to build and to grow. April. So obviously you guys have been doing a really, really good job at bringing your stuff and your donations. Let's continue to do that, you guys. Right in front of the main conference room, you'll see where you can drop off your goods. This is something that Molly put together, and it is just an amazing, amazing thing that we're doing. So be you, but good. Make sure to bring all the stuff that you want to donate and bring it here so we can give it to a cause that really needs it. Once again, you guys, this Thursday, we have the Lunchbox Social. So last time it was a ramen bar that Brian and Molly put together. Really, really cute. People came in the office, enjoyed it, posted on social. We got really, really good feedback. So that's going down this week. Make sure to see the calendar. It is reflected on the calendar for this Thursday as well, if you can make it. And then First Fridays. This is May 2nd. This will be our second one from 5 to 7 o'clock. Come out, have some food, build a bouquet station. Molly, anything you want to talk about on this one?
Yeah, it's just gonna be fun. So just show up. I mean, we're creating promo out here. I don't know what else to say. I mean, if you've been around our team, you already know it's a vibe. But kicking off May, Mother's Day, so bring your wife, bring your significant other, bring yourself, bring your girlfriend, whatever. It'll just be fun. It's just interactive. So yeah, if you haven't been, check it out. And just piggybacking off what Elias said, if you come on Thursday, bring your donations on Thursday. So obviously we're accepting all month long, but kill two birds with one stone. But yeah, this is the next First Friday that's coming up. Again, these are held once a month, and our next one is Build a Bouquet. So,
beautiful, beautiful. And then last but not least, you guys, this has been something that has been a labor of love for Demian for many years now. Saturday, May 3rd, Tiny Libraries and Community Market. Give a book, grow a community. This is an event that's accepting donations of books for all ages and genres to help stock replenish Oakland's tiny library. So what a beautiful cause. This man has been leading the charge for many years on this. So make sure you come out and support Demian. And you guys, that is everything for the bulk of the content. Obviously, we are making sure that we're putting training on the calendar, doing things that bring our community together to make sure that we are pouring into you guys, not only from the fun side, but also from the business side, and making sure that you guys are all elevating in life, business, health, and relationships. That's our goal. That's our responsibility. So I'm going to get you guys out of here pretty early. Anybody else have anything for the cause? How many of you am I going to see in the office today? I know Brandy and Brianna, you're not going to be in the office, but am I going to see any of you here in the office today? Liz, Ariel, Ophelia, she's coming out of her high-rise office. She's coming here. All right, listen, come here. I'm going to give you back some more of your time. We're going to have some fun. Kenny, any parting words before we head out?
Go team.
So you heard it from Russell Simmons himself. Go team. God bless you. Good night. Thanks for coming, you guys. If you need anything, you know where to find us. Keep It Moving Coaching tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. You guys know the schedule. You know the routine. I'll see you here at 8:30 or no, 12 o'clock today. So let's have some fun. Let's give you back some more of your time, and let's learn how to use this beautiful thing called AI together. See you guys soon. Be you, but fast. Peace.